Everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, guys. Um, how are we this morning? Okay, first let me ask you, how many of you are spoiled? Come on, tell the truth. How many of you are spoiled? You're not.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You only get everything you want sometimes, so for the rest of you all, you get everything you want all the time, right? I'm going to try to be loud enough so you all can hear me. My family said I had 4 spoiled children, meaning that they got everything they wanted, so my family said. I personally don't agree with them. I just had some lovable children that I tried to give what I could to them when I could. What I'm here to talk to you about today is, should I be mad? And the answer is yes. Why should I be mad? Because I no longer have 4 children. That's why I should be mad. I had a son. He was a nice guy. Got into trouble sometimes. Gave me headaches many times. Was disobedient. Was headstrong. But I loved him. He was a good guy. He was very comical. He was a jokester in the family. Every time we had a function, he was the one that always had everybody laughing like crazy. His name was William. And William had 3 children, my grandkids, a son and 2 daughters. One night, William decided to get up in the middle of the night to go help a friend. He did that often. Some guy was at a bar in Millbrook. Car broke down. William was in bed asleep. The guy calls William and says, hey man, can you come and help me out? William comes in my room and says, Mom, I'm about to go. I said, you need to go take your butt back to bed. But of course he didn't do that. He said, no, I'm going to go help this friend. I said, well, be safe. Those were the last words I said to my son. Be safe. Several hours later, there was a knock on my door. It was a state trooper asking, was this the home of William Jordan? And I said, yes. But I slammed the door in the officer's face. The reason I slammed the door in his face is because I'm a crime victim specialist with Alabama Crime Victims Compensation Commission. And one of my tasks, I used to go out and speak to law enforcement officers about death notifications. So I was very familiar when a state trooper came and knocked on your door, what that was in reference to. So I slammed the door in the state trooper's face, and I went and woke my husband up and said, Brady, you need to get up. Our son is dead. He jumps up and he says, what are you talking about? I said, well, there's a state trooper at the door, and he just asked if William was here. And when I passed by William's room, he was not in there. So obviously, he's coming to tell us that William is dead. I went back and opened the door to the state trooper, and of course he proceeded to tell me that my son was traveling up I-65, and a drunk driver came plowing down the highway at over 100 miles an hour and proceeded to crash my son's car and kill him. I'm doing a mother's testimony to you guys because I don't want any other mother or any other father or any parent or any aunt, uncle, cousin, sister, brother to go through what my family went through. Losing you guys is devastating. And when you lose it to such a senseless act of violence, it's even more devastating. I'm supposed to be here to tell you all that drinking and driving kills. But drinking and driving doesn't just kill. It devastates a family. It devastates a community for a lifetime. I said I had 4 children, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that prior to my son's death, my oldest daughter was also killed. Hers was a domestic violence situation. A boyfriend killed her and then killed himself. That was devastating enough. But then to have my son also killed by a tragic incident was even more devastating. You guys have families that love you, that only wants the best for you, and want you to grow up to be great, productive citizens, to be whatever you want to be. My daughter had joined the National Guard, and she was planning on becoming a lawyer after she served in the Guard. My son wasn't sure what he wanted to be. He had odd jobs here and there. But prior to his death, he had told me that he had decided to settle down and be something and do something with his life. Unfortunately, neither one of them got the opportunity to do that. But you guys do, because you're living and breathing here today. I know peer pressure is, I guess, at an all-time high these days. Bullying is just out of control. And I know you guys have friends that would probably want to do things that you typically wouldn't do. And then in order to keep those friends, you may say, well, I'll do it this one time. Trust me, it only takes one time to make a bad decision. It can affect your lives, your family lives, other families' lives, for the rest of their lives. I can't bring my daughter or my son back. And thank God He's brought me and my family through this, and we continue to deal with it on a daily basis. But what I pray that you all take from this is that your actions will affect everyone. And if you look at your parents or your aunts or uncles or siblings and say to them, I love you, then really mean it. And when you say you love them, realize that if you're no longer here, they can't love you. They can't take you and say, baby, I love you too. I only have my children's pictures. That's all weird right there. The baby picture of them. That's him too. And that's my daughter, Paula. I can't hug either one of them anymore. I have their kids, but I do hug. My daughter had a son. Like I said, we had 3 children. That my father, my cousin, and I had to help raise their dead. And we were thankful that we have them to hug. But like I said, if you get in a situation where things might turn bad and you don't know what to do, just think about what would happen if you're no longer here. Think about your family and how they would feel for the rest of their lives if you're no longer here. Trust me, they'll be devastated. They really will.